Hi students, in the last video class I explained about the what do you mean first order system. After then examples for the first order system. It is a continuation for that class. Now in this class we are going to discuss about the how to determine the time response for a first order system. After then I will explain what is the impulse response of this first order system. So let us see here this first order system is represented like this. Okay. So here I taken it as a negative feedback system, unity negative feedback system. And this is the output. The h of s is 1. Okay. So for this, what is the transfer function? C of s by r of s is equal to 1 by s tau plus 1. So like this. See here, in order to determine the output, so I want to send this r of s to here 1 by s tau plus 1. So in order to determine the output, so this equation is useful, but this equation is in the s domain. Remember, this is the s domain. Okay, but what is the response I want to make? It's a time response. I want to get the time value. See here, only C of s is there. I want to know what is the C of t. The same expression but in the time domain. So already you know. So if I apply Laplace transform for the C of t, I got the C of s. Is it right or not? So in order to get again from the C of s, I want to get the C of t means I want to apply inverse Laplace transform, ILT. LT means Laplace transform, ILT means inverse Laplace transform. Clear? So here I want to apply the inverse Laplace transform. So then only I got the equation, the C of t in the time domain. So in order to obtain this time domain, so we have to apply the inverse Laplace transform. All of you must remember this. So here I want to, after knowing this C of t, so I want to know what is the error. What is the error value? So how to determine the error? Where is the error in this one? In this block diagram? Here this is the reference input. This is the reference input. Here the output is there. So the same output I am going to connect it as a feedback. So this is your output, actual output. So that's why by comparing this reference input to this actual output, I got the error. Is it right or not? The same information I already explained in the last class. In offline classes itself. So that's why what is the error? So see here, its value is r of s minus c of s. So I want to know what is the time domain information. So that's why, so r of t minus c of t in time domain. This is s domain. Okay. Next, how to find out this steady state error? So what is the meaning of steady state error? Where we are going to obtain the steady state, at what time value? At t equal to infinity, I want to obtain the steady state value. So that's why I want to know what is the steady state error. So that's why in order to obtain this steady state error, I am going to apply this ESS. This is a SS indicates a steady state, E indicates error. This is the error. So that's why ESS of t. When the steady state error is obtained, here limit t tends to infinity. Put t value infinity in E of t. In the error you put t value as infinity. Then you got the steady state error. So for every system you are going to find out this is the information. Once you got the transfer function, I want to know for each and every input what is the response. It is in the time domain, but I need the time response. So that's why first of all I need to convert this S domain equation to time domain equation. That is the C of t. Once you determine this C of t, then your duty is to find out the error. So how to determine the error? Reference input minus actual output. So the difference between these two gives the error. So this is in the S domain. How to determine in the time domain? R of S time domain is R of t. C of S time domain is C of t. So that's why the difference between these two will give the E of t error. After that, I want to know when the steady state is reached. After reaching this output reaches to the steady state, whether what is the error between the reference input and the output. So that's why I need to find out the error at the steady state. So what do you mean steady state? I put the time value as infinity. Then only I got the steady state error. So this is the formula. Okay. So now I need to apply the same information to the impulse response for the first order system. Okay. So after note down this information, okay, by making pause of this video. Okay. Now I want to apply the impulse response. So what do you mean impulse response? Here for the determination of this impulse response, I need to apply the input signal as is impulse signal. So I already given the information of various types of signals used in this control system. At that time I explained this impulse signal in the offline class itself. So now what is the impulse signal? How to determine this one? It is denoted as delta of t. So what is the Laplace transform for R of t value now? Delta of t. So applying this Laplace transform R of s. So what is the Laplace transform of impulse signal? 1. This list of observe this values in the list of formula table already given in the offline class itself. So that's why what is the C of s value now? C of s by C of s. Here you send this R of s to here 1 by s tau plus 1. Okay, now C of s is equal to put this R of s here 1 into 1 by s tau plus 1. So what is the C of s value now? C of s value is 1 by s tau plus 1. Okay. Okay. Now, so this is the C of s 1 by s tau plus 1. Now I need to apply this. This is the equation in the s domain. I want to convert it to the time domain. So how to obtain this time domain? I need to apply inverse Laplace transform. Before applying this inverse Laplace transform, you have to modify this equation as anything, whatever it may be. You have to adjust this equation in the form of 1 by s plus something, 1 by s plus something, like this. Like this you have to arrange this equation. So how to arrange this equation? See here 1 by s tau is there. So that's why we have taken tau as a common. So that's why 1 by tau is taken as a common. What happens if a tau is taken as common? Common theory, s plus 1 by tau. Is it right or not? Again, if you send this tau into this equation, you got s tau plus 1 by tau into tau, tau get cancelled, you got 1. Same equation you write. So that's why I need to arrange anyway in order to apply the inverse Laplace transform. I need to arrange the C of s like this, s plus something like that. So that's why. So now here I can arrange it as a 1 by tau divided by s plus 1 by tau, like this. So now apply inverse Laplace transform. So what happened if I apply the inverse Laplace transform? So C of s becomes C of t. So what is this value? Inverse Laplace transform. One by tau is taken it as a common. So that's why 1 by tau inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus 1 by tau. So if you observe, I already given the inverse Laplace transform list of formula also. So if you observe here, it is in the form of 1 by s plus a. Is it right or not? So that's why if I apply inverse Laplace transform, what is the output I got? Means e power minus at u of t. So this is the. So now I replace this one. See here 1 by tau. What is the inverse Laplace? In place of a, 1 by tau is there. So that's why I got e power minus t by tau. T by tau u of t. So this is the c of t value. Observe. This is the output. This is the output in time domain. So now I need to obtain what is the, after this what I have to determine error. So how to determine error? What is the formula for error? What is the formula for e of t? It is r of t minus c of t. So that's why what is the r of t value? R of t value is del of t. Del of t. Minus what is c of t value? This value 1 by tau e power minus t by tau u of t. This is it. So now what is the steady state error? How to determine the steady state error now? So what is the formula for steady state error? So it is ESS which is equal to limit t tends to infinity e of t. E of t means this one. So limit t tends to apply this this value here del of t minus limit t tends to infinity 1 by tau e power minus t by tau u of t. So no doubt if I put t value as infinity here, I got 0. Why means here t value is in the e power minus infinity. 1 by e power infinity. 1 by e power infinity means 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity means 0. So that's why this entire value becomes 0. Coming to here, limit t tends to 0, del of t. What do you mean by del of t? Impulse signal. It is defined only at the t equal to 0 only. For remaining time values, it is undefined actually. So that's why only its output is defined at t equal to 0 only. At t equal to infinity, okay, t equal to infinity, it is undefined. So that's why undefined minus 0, it is the overall response you can't determine. So that's why this is for an impulse response, for the impulse response of the first order system, we can't determine, it is steady state error value is undefined. Okay. So this is about the information. Okay, clear? Thank you.